So you're ready to buy a house, but you need to get pre-approved. How do you choose a lender? What do you look for? What's involved? Let's dive into that a little bit today. Hi, I'm Carrie Palmore, a licensed principal broker with Premier Property Group, LLC, and part of the Palmore Group in Newburgh, Oregon. Today, I'm going to be discussing how to choose a lender when you're preparing to buy a home. Before buying a home, you need to make sure that you're financially prepared. According to smart money managers like Dave Ramsey, your home shouldn't cost you more than 30 to 35% of your net income after taxes. Now keep in mind that you might be approved for more than that, but you should always plug in the estimated monthly payment into your home budget and make sure that it still works for you before moving ahead. A lender will be looking at your credit score to determine not only the type of loan you qualify for, but the interest rate as well. So the higher your credit score, the more favorable loans that you're going to qualify for. And the more money that you put down will also impact your loan, your interest rate, and whether or not you have to pay mortgage insurance, as well as your overall buying power. A good lender will be able to review your credit score, your taxes, pay stubs, bank statements, and provide you with some loan scenarios, and then help you choose the best option for you. If your credit score is not up to par, your lender should be able to help you develop a plan of attack to improve your credit, pay down some of that debt, and then restructure your credit worthiness. On top of the cost of the home, you're also expected to pay closing costs and prepaids. It's important to understand these costs upfront, as these are in addition to the sales price and down payment. Some of them may have to be paid out prior to closing, such as the appraisal, while others are paid at closing with the money that you bring in. Some loans will allow you to add the closing costs to your loan, provided that the house will appraise, while others will not. There are many loans on the market today, such as conventional and FHA, and even some 100% loans, such as VA and USDA. 100% loans typically have more stringent qualifications, such as property conditions, location, and income limits. Closing costs consist of items such as loan origination fees, lender fees, appraisal costs, as well as title and escrow fees. In addition, there'll be some prepaid costs. These are costs that occur annually when owning a home, such as property taxes, homeowner insurance, and HOA dues. At closing, these prepaid costs and prorates are paid up front for the first year and included as part of your closing costs. One sign of a great lender is someone who will take the time up front to go through all of these costs with you and explain them in plain English so that you have a very clear understanding of what is involved. There are also times when a seller will pay part or all of the buyer's closing costs, but unless you know what those are, you can't ask for those in your negotiation. Your realtor is also going to need to know what type of loan you're using and whether or not you're going to need to ask the seller to help with those closing costs. In many cases, the buyer will offer higher than the listed price and then add the closing costs to their offer. So if a property is $300,000 and you're asking the seller to pay $8,000 towards your closing cost and prepaids, the offer would be for $308,000, and the house must then appraise for that increased price. The seller would then still net the original $300,000 sales price. In a market where prices are increasing, this is easy to do, but in a declining market, it becomes much more difficult. Now, it's also possible that a seller would agree to pay closing costs without increasing the sales price. So in that scenario, you would offer $300,000 for the house and ask for $8,000 in closing costs, meaning that the seller is now netting $292,000. It's important to know how this is going to impact the seller when preparing your offer. You will be sharing a lot of confidential information with your lender, and it's important that you trust them. Don't just choose a lender based on price. Get referrals from others that you trust. Your realtor can refer you to lenders they've worked with in the past who have a proven track record to begin with and have a level of trust that the lender will be able to complete the job. After you meet with the lender, you should know 3 things. How much are you approved for? How much are your closing costs and prepaids going to be? And how much down payment and money are you going to need to bring to closing? If you don't walk out with those 3 key pieces of information, you might consider talking with another lender. Communication is the other important component in looking for a lender. Ideally, you would want a lender who has a proven track record of providing information and updates on a regular basis throughout the entire process. Many lenders have systems in place where they give updates the same day each week, even if there's nothing new to report. Understand that lending guidelines are constantly changing. So if you purchased a home several years ago, the information they collected may be completely different in today's market. And so while it can sometimes seem intrusive and over the top, the best thing to do is just continue to provide the documentation that your lender is asking for. One other item worth noting, if you've already been pre-approved from your bank, it's also a good idea to get a pre-approval from a mortgage company, mortgage banker, mortgage broker. Many times, mortgage brokers have more loan options to choose from, and you'll get much better customer service. So that's it for today. There are a lot of great loan officers and lenders out there, but it is important to do some diligence in choosing the best lender for you, because you don't want to end up with a lender who will take your information, pre-approve you, and then not be able to follow through in the end. I hope you found this helpful. If so, hit like below and make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos. We publish them on a regular basis and we wouldn't want you to miss anything. And if we can ever be of help, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Palmore Group. We're here to help you with your real estate needs. So check us out on our website or give us a call. Our mission is to provide exemplary service from the heart, and we would love to help you. So until next time, remember, it's a good life.